unenlightened authoritarian managers rarely recognize a crucial reason for the low level of serious conflict among members of democratically run work groups. So before even going to the second part of the sentence, we want to try to understand that we have these authoritarians, so they're bossy, authoritarian managers. And they're not recognizing something, they're unenlightened. What they're not recognizing is the fact that low levels of conflict among democratically run work groups. Notice here we have that word democratically. Not quite sure where I'm underlining it, but there it is, democratically. You can see that, there's a little bit of opposition going on here. Because authoritarian is not the same as democratic. They're opposites. So a work group that is run in a democratic fashion has low levels of conflict, whereas one that's ruled by an authoritarian has high levels of conflict. So we now go to the second part of the sentence. It says a modicum of tolerance for dissent often prevents. So the word modicum means a small amount or a trace. So a little bit of tolerance for dissent often prevents what? Well, again, what were their low levels of? Serious conflict. And of course this conflict is between groups. So we now can put our own word here in the blank, which would simply be prevents conflict. And of course this conflict, again, is between groups because that's the focus of the sentence. So what word talks about conflict between groups? We have demur. Demur is an objection. Someone doesn't go along with something. And you may be tempted to choose this. However, is that the same as conflict within groups? And the answer is not quite, especially when you have a word like schism, which means when there's a break in a group. People don't get along, or groups of people form little factions. They break off from the other part of the group, and next thing you know, there's a schism. And that's what we're going for here, the idea of this group conflict. The others, C, cooperation, compliance, those are positive words, and then E, short-sightedness, doesn't really work in context. So again, our answer is B.